To yet another awesome session of mindful living. We truly appreciate your taking out time and joining us on a weekday. And I assure you that this investment of time will definitely be worth your while. All sessions of mindful living are guaranteed to improve your life. And our session today on From Monkey Mind to Monk Mind is no different. This is based on Patanjali Yoga Sutras. I got introduced to Patanjali Yoga Sutras a couple of years ago when I happened to meet the CEO of a mutual fund. And in a one-to-one conversation with me, he was sharing about how reading and applying Yoga Sutras to his life helped him deal with the many challenges that he faced and grow in his career. Inspired by him, I bought my own copy of Yoga Sutras, Patanjali Yoga Sutras, 4 chapters of freedom, and started reading it. But as is true with many of the ancient texts of India, and this is with due respect, I am saying, it may appear complex and dry at times. But when I happened to meet Shruti, I was, really surprised by the grasp she has on this subject and her contemporary take on the Yoga Sutras. And immediately I invited her to conduct a session for Mindful Living Community. And that session on Yoga Sutras that she conducted last year ranks in the top 5 videos of Mindful Living. Shruti is a happiness coach, mind-body trainer, yogi, and founder of Happiness Gurukul. In her previous life, she did her MSc in fashion designing from NIFT Delhi and had a very successful career where she won many awards. Then, inspired by some changes in her life, she went on to do yoga practitioner certification from the Yoga Institute in Mumbai, which is recognized as one of the foremost institutions in yoga across the world. It is over 100 years old. And she did her mind-body medicine certification from Harvard Medical School and happiness coaching certification from Berkeley Institute of Well-being. Shruti, we are so happy and honored to have you on this platform conducting this session for us.
Thank you so much for this lovely opportunity. I'm equally filled with gratitude to be here. Thank you, Ashish.
Thank you. Thank you, Shruti. Friends, in the session today, the session is divided into 2 parts. First 60 minutes is the knowledge about Yoga Sutras, and the last 30 minutes will be about taking action on Yoga Sutras. It is when we apply the knowledge to our life, the real benefit happens. It's not just by knowing. If we know, but we don't apply, that knowledge is as good as useless. So if you are here for the knowledge, then you block your next 60 minutes. But if you are an action taker, committed to taking your life to the next level, then stay focused for next 90 minutes and stay completely tuned. If you are an action taker, please type 80 in the chat box. If you are an action taker, please type 80 in the chat box. Thank you, Group Captain Srikanth. It is very important for us to thank you, Meenakshi. Thank you, Ajit. Thank you, Anam. So a lot of action takers we have got. Thank you, Neeta. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very happy to have this action takers here with us. Also, I would like to ask you if you are joining the Mindful Living session for the first time. In case you're joining a Mindful Living session for the first time, please type FT in the chat box. Thank you, Manojji. Thank you, Anam. Thank you, Sureshji. Thank you. Thank you, Meenakshi. So friends, for those of you who are joining our session for the first time, I'll take a minute to introduce myself. My name is Ashish Kumar and I'm the founder of Mindful Living. The Mindful Living community was started in April 2020 when the first lockdown took place. I'm a certified mindfulness meditation teacher, and few of my friends reached out to me and requested me to conduct mindfulness sessions for them to help them deal with the stress and anxiety that the lockdown was causing. So over a weekend, I conducted a session for them. They liked it. One thing led to the other. And over a period of last 3 years, that group of 10 friends has grown to become a vibrant community of 3,000 people who connect every weekend to practice mindfulness. In case you would like to be a part of this mindful living community, please click on the link that has been shared in the chat and join the community. We don't advertise membership to this community. The membership is completely complimentary. And it is a very safe space for you to come and learn about mindfulness and practice mindfulness. It is only by invitation can you join. We don't advertise and talk about it, so you won't hear about it anywhere else. So take this chance of the exclusive invitation for you and join our community. Before I hand over the session to Shruti, a few groundkeeping rules. Please keep your camera on. That helps facilitate interaction and your own learning. And use the reactions button to clap, show thumbs up, show love, if anything that Shruti shares with you resonates with you. We will have question and answer sessions towards the end of the session, but you can share your comments and questions in the chat with us throughout the session. And in case you are interested in learning and elevating your life to the next level, type EL in the chat box. In case you are interested in elevating your life to the next level, type EL on the chat box, and then I'll invite Shruti. Thank you, Group Captain Srikanth. Thank you, Shyam. Thank you, Ajit. Thank you, friends, for wanting to elevate your life. You are absolutely at the right place at the right time. And on that note, I'd like to invite Shruti to take the session forward.
Thank you, Ashish. Welcome, everyone. Namaste. Welcome to the session from Monkey Mind to Monk Mind. Before we begin, let me introduce you what Yoga Sutras are. Tell me, how many of you think that yoga means just the fitness on the mat, which is exercise, asana practice, and you think today we are going to discuss something related to asana? If that is your thinking, give me a thumbs up. No? I'm happy to know that all of you think we are going to discuss something beyond that. So on that note, let me introduce what powerful and scientific ancient wisdom is all about Yoga Sutras that it is. Yoga Sutras are 195 sentences, 195 shlokas compiled by sage called Maheshwari Patanjali. And he compiled these 195 sentences around 2,500 years ago. And it is believed that the practice of Yoga Sutras has been going on almost 5,000 years ago. And we have seen the evidences of such practices engraved in the Mohenjo-daro caves. Also, these evidences are on the Harappan seals. So this is the ancient knowledge that we are going to discuss today. Now, who is Maheshwari Patanjali? Maheshwari Patanjali is ancient scientist, health practitioner, a contributor to numerology, to Sanskrit language, not just a saint or a philosopher, but a great scientist of ancient India. Back then, friends, as you all must have heard, that people used to hear knowledge and then it used to be compiled, just like how our Vedas are done. People used to hear, and this is called Shruti. So same way, Maheshwari Patanjali thought that this knowledge is so beautiful and it should be made available for mankind in future, for the generations to come, for people like us in this era. This knowledge should be available. It should not get lost. So he thought, whatever I'm hearing from all the great people, such highly intellect people all around me, let me compile and codify this knowledge into a crisp, structured, organized format, which is loaded with actions. Actions about how to live a life off the mat. We spend only 1 hour exercising every day, which we think is yoga. But pure yoga is what we do off the mat. What do we mean by off the mat? What is off the mat? Off the mat is how we live, our lifestyle. 23 hours, we are off the mat, isn't it? So he did that. And it is believed that Yoga Sutras actually originate from Lord Shiva himself, who is called the first yogi of the world. So he gave this knowledge to his disciples, and that's how it carried forward. So this is the little background about Yoga Sutras. And it is also believed that back then people used to write any book, any compilation, any scripture, not with the goal of becoming famous or earn money. It was written with the goal that whosoever is eligible to get this knowledge will get this knowledge when the time will come. And this person, these people who are eligible to get the knowledge of Yoga Sutras were called adhikaris back then. And it was believed by Maharishi Patanjali that in the years to come, whosoever will be the adhikari, this knowledge will come to that person on its own. So friends, I must congratulate each and every one of you today that we all are adhikaris of this knowledge. You have not come to Yoga Sutras. Yoga Sutras have come to you. I am just a little medium, just a medium to present this knowledge to you. So we are all adhikaris, the people who are eligible to get this wisdom, and it is supposed to be the real and the highest level of wisdom ever available for us. First sutra of Yoga Sutras is called Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Let's start by this first sutra. What does it mean? Atha means now is that auspicious moment. Yoga means what we do off the mat, how we live our lives. Anushasana means discipline. So it says, the first thread, the first sentence says that now is that auspicious moment where you should begin your new life. So let's forget the past. Let's forget the future. This moment right now that we are breathing is that auspicious moment where we should begin a new life. Right? So on that note, let's begin today's session. Before we go ahead and I share my screen with you, I would like to ask you a very interesting question. That is the title of today's session. And I would love that you share with me by interacting with me in the chat box. So write for me in the chat box, what do you understand by a monkey mind? What do you think are the characteristics of monkey mind? Type for me in the chat box. Restless, cluttered, absolutely right. What else? What else is a monkey mind? Jumping, absolutely, from one branch to the other, same way our mind is hopping all the time. Flickering, choosing, complaining. How a monkey responds? Little agitated, copying others, fluctuating, hyperactive, absolutely. Yes, trying to compare life with others. Never happy with what monkey has. He will always keep snatching from others. Right? Some of the qualities, there are a lot of other qualities as well, but can we relate this to our mind? This is how we are sometimes, racing thoughts, complaining, chattering, right? Now, let's see what a monk mind is. Type for me in the chat box. What's a monk mind? Serene, yes, calm. What else? Stable, good decision maker, contented, stress-free, joyous, no strings attached, just happy for no reason, blissful. Yes, no anxiety, no depression, just good, right? Can we all become monks? Do we want to become monks? No, I don't think so. We cannot go on a mountaintop, take a samadhi. We are part of this materialistic world, isn't it? But can we become monk mind? I think yes. If you're talking about Yoga Sutras, we have steps there. And what will happen if we become monk mind? Why should we even become a monk mind? We are good the way we are. What do you think? Why you think you should become a monk mind? What will happen? Can you imagine what kind of changes can happen in our lives? Right from our physical fitness to our mental health to our emotional healing. No question of anxiety and depression and any sort of diseases. It'll be more of a preventive way of approaching life, right? Because it is proven by today's global health practitioners that 95% of the psychosomatic diseases are coming from the mind. Psychosomatic means first coming in the mind, including depression, including insomnia, sleep problems, arthritis, anything related to with our digestion, cardiac issues, so many things, even cancer. So they say, and they have proven in Harvard Medical School, that it happens here first. And 95% of the diseases, friends, that we have today happens from here. So why can't we take care of our mind if we can spend so much of time in physical fitness, in gym, doing various sorts of power yoga, this, that, Zumba, all those things are important. But don't you think now the time has come that we should spend at least 5 to 10 minutes every day to do certain brain workouts as well? If everything is to do from here, why are we not taking care of mind? That's the goal of today's session. Let's discuss these steps. Before coming to the steps, let me give you a little glimpse of the theory, some interesting scientific facts coming from ancient Indian wisdom, because that will set us up. The foundation, the belief system will be in place, and then it will be fun to take all the actions. All right. So let me begin today's session by sharing my screen with you. Uh-oh. For some reason, I'm not able to share my screen. Ashish, do you have my PPT with you? I don't know why it's not showing.
Just give me a couple of minutes.
Yes, yes. Friends, just have little patience. I don't know. It's just a technology glitch. I'm not able to share my screen. I try to just fix it. I think now it's there. Ashish, I think it's sorted. Let me just see if you can see the screen. Can you see the screen? All right, perfect.
Your laptop also has got a monkey mind.
It's a new laptop. It's a very good example of a monkey mind. My laptop was not working until 2 days ago, suddenly stopped working. And then I thought this is the right time to actually experience how to quickly become a monk mind. And I actually practiced that. And I thought you have to walk the talk. So you have to take these things very lightly. So I had to create everything all over again. So I think this is a very good personal example. What I experienced in last 2 days, became a monkey and then quickly, transition myself to a more calm person. So friends, yes, we have discussed what a monkey mind is. So what all you shared with me in the chat box was really powerful. And these are the few images that rightly depict what you shared. Two sides of us. A monkey is always having a face, and same way we also have a dual personality. We might feel something else from inside, displaying something else in our external world. A lot of chaos, a lot of noise. Correct. Look at this person trying to break the laptop. So this is just an expression that sometimes we go through all these extreme emotions throughout the day. So much of chaos and noise, so much of multitasking that's happening, so much of decision making that is going on throughout the day. That is exactly how a monkey mind is. And sometimes we just don't know how to stop our inner chitter chatter. What happens when we live this sort of life? As I discuss psychosomatic diseases, like what? To do with heart, to do with stomach, arthritis today, insomnia. WHO has declared insomnia, sleep loss, as a global epidemic. And India is the second most sleep deprived country of the world. So many of us are depending on so many pills today, be it supplements, be it something to do with other things, but There are a lot of pills today, right from vitamin D to everything. So much of dependency. Why? Why so much of dependency when our body can naturally create these things? Again, everything is secreted. When the mind gives instructions to the body, our master switch is present in our brain. Monk mind, as we all discussed, some of the examples how a monk would lead a life off the mat and on the mat both, taking care of the physical fitness, eating mindfully, doing some brain workouts, saying no to all the indulgences that are harmful to us, everything in moderation, spending a lot of time in reading, gaining wisdom, and believing in less is more, not hoarding things. Some of the examples of how a monk would live. What are the results? Fitness, peace, and freedom, good sleep, no anxiety, no depression, a healthy life, no pain in the body, a disease-free body, good relationships. So important. Good relationships with self, good relationships with people at your workplace, at your home, your family, and your friends. Only when you have a good relationship with self, you can spread compassion and kindness in the world. So again, stressing more and more on how important mind is. What is mind made of? According to Sutras, mind is made up of all these things. Some fun facts around mind, since we are discussing mind as our subject today. Mind is called Chit in Yoga Sutras, and it is said that Chit is made up of sensory information. Friends, today if I ask you where your mind is, can you type for me in the chat box? Where is your mind right now? Is it inside the head, inside the skull area, or is inside any other part of the body? Where is the mind? Inside, where exactly? Where exactly is the mind? My mind can be anywhere right now. I want to have an ice cream. My mind can be right now in an ice cream parlor looking at all the flavors of ice cream. My mind can go right now to a European holiday. It could be anywhere, right? So mind can be anywhere where focus will be. What is here? Here is the brain as an organ, but our mind can be anywhere. So Yoga Sutra says that mind is actually a medium through which we experience the external world. We all have five senses, right? Seeing, touching, hearing, tasting, all these senses. So when we experience the external world through these senses, this is mind that helps us to do that. So it is made up of sensory information. Because of these experiences that we have, we also have these never-ending desires in our lives. And these desires lead to certain sort of actions. These actions lead to impressions. What are impressions? Memory. We have a repository. We store memories right from past, since the time we remember. And it is a good thing to have a sharp memory. But sometimes we store a lot of things we don't want. So these are impressions. Things that we want, things that we wish to have. These impressions lead to fresh desires. So desires are coming twice if you would see in this list. So fresh desires are a part of it. This is how we live. And because of which we have ever-changing mental states. What kind of mental states are we talking about? Let's see. So Sutra says there are 5 types of mind. All of us fall into one or more than one category. I want all of you to make this part of the session interactive. So type for me in the chat box when you think this is me. Type me, okay? So let's bring in the first 3 types of mind on the screen. The first type, look at the image. What is this person doing? Sitting at the work table, having some beverage, thinking something else. Mind is just somewhere else, not at the present moment. How many of us sometimes begin the day like this? Or we reach this level many times during the day. Yes, thinking, planning, something about past, something about future, worrying, just not there, wondering what we are doing with our lives. Correct? What is the second type? Yeah, somebody wrote me. Exactly, so relatable. What about the second type? What is this person doing? This is how we can be sometimes. We are allowed to be like this sometimes. But what if we want to be like this all the time? Not good. Why? Because looks like this person doesn't have any goals in life. Just lying down, not even watching TV, just doesn't know what to do with life. We all are like this. Relaxing is good on a Sunday, on a weekend, but sometimes you just don't know what to do. There is nothing to look forward to. And what about the third type? Multitasking mind, isn't it? You are just thinking about someone, making some to-do list. You want to go there, daydreaming, not there with the present work. So common, right? Three things. Sometimes we are all mix of three, correct? What are these types of mind called in Yoga Sutras? The first type is called Shipta, restless. Second is called Mura, dull. Third one is called Vikshipta, distracted. And we are a mix of these three things. We keep shifting. So these are the shifting of mental states, sometimes many times during the day. Correct? And it is believed that this type of mind is just focused on materialistic wealth, because this type of mind wants to earn a lot of money. And money is important. Definitely, it is very important for all the comforts of life, all the luxuries of life. But what about going beyond that? Because sometimes even the richest of the people are struggling to be happy, struggling to be fit physically and mentally, which means money is important, but we have to go beyond that. So Sutra says, don't get limited to this, go beyond. And here we come to the fourth type of mind. Let's become this. This is our goal. Ekagra. We want to become one-pointed and focused. We want to do one particular thing properly, whatever we are at. If we become this sort of mind, friends, we will be more productive. We'll be more focused. We'll be achievers, extraordinary people, achievers. This type of mind can sleep better, can be happy, can be successful. Ekagra. This picture is just a representative image. You can think about this mind as an achiever, right? This is what we want to become. And they are the steps that are given in sutras to how to come from these states to this state. And it is believed, it is written in sutras that once you practice as an adhikari, do these steps to become ekagra, the universe will make you niruddha mind. Because this is something which you cannot control directly, but this is a gift of the universe where you can completely control your mind. Now, your mind will be under you. You will not be under your mind. Usually, our mind is telling us what to do. We are following its instructions. Shouldn't be the other way around, where we take the authority. We design our present. We design our destiny. We decide what we want to do in our lives, and our mind should just follow what we really want. So it said that Niruddha is the ultimate. Niruddha is the monk mind. And I couldn't find a more apt picture than this. It's abstract picture, but it talks about abundance. It talks about universal power, correct? So let's do this so that we can experience Niruddha state. And we all deserve to be here. Fluctuations of mind. How many of you think that you agree with me that our mind is like a pendulum? How a pendulum of a clock is. Always moving, right? So we are also moving from past to future, left, right, good, bad, this, that. We are spending all the time making some decisions in our lives, judging others, judging ourselves. Don't you think every moment of the day we are actually choosing something? We're always in a conflict to choose this or that, and whole day is spent in that, choosing things, just like a pendulum. So this is called fluctuation of our mind. This is our nature. It's important to understand these concepts so that we know what are we really, truly made of. This is called vrittis in sutras, and there are 5 types. The first is right knowledge, praman. We have a lot of right knowledge today. We have praman in front of us, and that helps us to choose things properly. Second one is wrong knowledge. Do you agree with me that today we are bombarded with knowledge and information, and sometimes we also have wrong knowledge, and that is the root cause of so many problems today? Isn't it? Wrong knowledge is bad, but all thanks to social media, Google, and so much reading we do today, and so much we hear today. 10 tips to do this, 10 tips to not do this. We are loaded with wrong knowledge, and so many problems occur because of that. Third, imagination. Again, It also has two sides. It's beautiful to visualize things, but we sometimes visualize things that have not even happened with us. And we live that pain in the present moment, things that have not even happened to me. But what if? So I visualize and create that problem which has not even occurred, and I live that reality. But as human beings, we are very powerful beings to visualize. So imagination is also called one of the properties of our mind. Fluctuation. Sleep is also called as fluctuation of mind, because sleep is that part of our lives where we can't control our mind directly, because we're very vulnerable state. We lose the sense of spaces and time during sleeping, right? So sleep is also one of the fluctuations of mind. Then is memory, smriti. If we delete some part of our memory today, we are free from so many pain of life, isn't it? But we don't want to do this because we want to sharpen our memory. That is a reflection of healthy brain. But memory is also considered to be a fluctuation of mind that brings both pleasure and pain. So all these things, if you would see at a glance, bring both pleasure and pain. And we become dual in nature, duality, just like a pendulum, fluctuating. So the ultimate goal of sutras is Yog Chit Vritti Nirodha. And this is the second sutra. Yog means yoga of the mat. Chit, is we just discussed, types of mind. Vritti, fluctuations of mind. Nirodha means control and regulation. If we can achieve this, Yog Chit Vritti Nirodha, please tell me what will happen. What do you think we can achieve? Just imagine. So beyond our daily fitness exercises, we need to do certain small things. Just investing 5 minutes or 10 minutes every day. That's all I ask your commitment for. 5 to 10 minutes. I hope you have that kind of time, if not more. 5-10 minutes, work on yourself. Okay, let's go on second part of the session. Quickly, again, crisp, interesting facts, and then I'll take you straight to the action part of it. Are you all ready? Are you all with me? Give me a thumbs up, everybody, so that I know you are there. I hope you all are enjoying the session. Yes? Perfect. So let me share my screen again with you. And I hope this part of the session is an eye-opener. This is one of my favorite topics. And this was an eye-opener for me when I studied. So very happy to share this with everybody. All right, I'll just open my chat box. I want everybody to keep interacting with me in the chat box. Friends, the second part of today's discussion is talking about 5 layers of our existence, which is supposed to be real and highest knowledge of sutras. Tell me what is happening on the screen. This is interactive part because you have to tell me what's going on the screen. What can you see? What's happening here? Come on, type for me in the chat box. Guess and type. Keep your chat box open now, friends. Just keep typing. What is going on here? Occupied with sensory engagements. Okay. I would say taking care of the physical part of the body, isn't it? Exercising, taking care of our face. This person is doing some makeup, eating. So eating is also part of it. Buying clothes to look good. Today, if I ask you, introduce yourself, how will you introduce yourself? You will take your name. If somebody asks me, who am I will say, I'm Shruti. When I look myself in the mirror, I see a person standing in front of me. That is me. I will look at my skin, my hair, my facial features, whether I am fat, thin, how is my body image. I will look, what am I wearing? And I will judge myself, my identity, with the way I look. And everybody wants to look good. Why not? Yes, that gives us confidence because this is the vehicle. Our body is a vehicle. This is a place where we live in. We are inside it. But is this our identity? While these things are important, but is that all? Or is there something more? That was my curiosity around 2 years ago when I was so much into fitness, and I still love my fitness. I love my workouts, but then I got very curious that I want to be happy in life. I want to take care of myself, but I really want to be happy and I don't want to have any reason to be happy. Is there something else present for me which I'm not aware of? This is when I got introduced to sutras and I got really excited to understand what the journey ahead is. So coming to physical body that we just saw, this is called the food sheath. We are what we eat. We have heard this quote, right? We are what we eat. So food is important part of physical aspect, and medical science has gained total mastery over this aspect. Correct? So if you go to a doctor, it will either, you will treat some part, some organ of the body, isn't it? Even brain is an organ for a medical doctor. He or she is treating your brain, not the mind. Correct? Brain. So whether it is a medicine or whether it is some sort of surgery of the body, it is related to the physical part of the body, and this is what the medical science takes care of. So this approach sees my brain as an organ. It doesn't know where my mind is or my thoughts are. Not just the skin, but the cells, organs, all the body systems, cardiovascular, respiratory, digestive, blood, lymph, hormones, enzymes, all this come under physical body. And great, we have to be disease free. But let's remember that medical science is just taking care of this part. Is there something beyond? Let's look at it. Let's go to layer number 2. Type for me in the chat box. What is this? Guess. Let's go a little inside now. From the physical body, we are moving inside. So from a gross state, we are moving towards the subtle states of our existence. Prana, meditation, something to do with breath, something to do with chakras, as you can see. So we are talking about some energy field. Some of us are too interested in learning all these things. Some of us just know these things are there. We understand there is science behind it. The entire world is talking about it. The contribution majorly comes from eastern part of the world, and India has contributed a lot in this. And global world, the entire globe is now going towards this. What is this? Energy field, the energy sheet, breath, life force, all our auras, nari, chakra lie here. Our energy governs all the physical body systems. And it is said that when there is imbalance in this layer of our body, our breathing changes. When we are sick or unwell, this layer gets weak. Our breath is the very beautiful anchor to tell our bodies everything is okay or not. When we are angry, we are nervous, our breathing changes. Haven't you noticed when you want to just respond to a certain situation and you're angry, your breathing changes? Right before an exam, interview, a stage appearance, our breathing changes. Why? Because that is how our body reacts to difficult situations. So if we can regulate our breath, we can tell our body that everything is okay. So there are certain sorts of conscious breath work that we can do. And not just pranayama, there are various short, quick techniques that we can bring in our day-to-day lives. Suddenly not feeling well, suddenly a situation, spend 1 minute. You should just know these tools. You should just know that this is the tool right for me. Let me quickly do this and come out of my situation and feel confident, feel better. This is how you do things when you know you have certain tools with you. So this is the energy field. Let's go in the third layer. So just like an onion peel, we are removing the top layer, then the second. So let's just keep removing and see what is inside me. Who am I really? Now this is the third layer. Just type in the chat box for me. What do you see on the screen? What is happening? What is this third layer about? Mind, absolutely. Mind that is loaded with happiness, sadness, anxiety, stress, guilt, sins, regrets, phobias, fears, desires, isn't it? So many things are happening. The thoughts, the feelings, the experiences that we have. This is the third layer, mind. And this is a very interesting line I read somewhere, a very contemporary take. I thought I'll just bring it for you because I just laughed when I read this somewhere. And I thought this is how exactly it is. Mind is like a drunk monkey stung by a scorpion jumping around, so restless and crazy. And I smiled when I read this, that exactly this is how it is. Not just a monkey, but a drunk monkey stung by a scorpion. Yes. All right, not going further in mind because we've already discussed 5 types of mind. Let's come to the fourth layer now. What is this fourth layer? Right and wrong, wrong and right, this and that. Whole day we are doing this. What is it? The fourth layer. It is called higher mind, as rightly said by Meenakshi, Gyan, wisdom, the wisdom sheet. This is my higher knowing. This is my inner voice, my inner conscious. This is fundamentally right or wrong. You know, what is fundamentally right or wrong is what I do here. It tells me what I should be doing and saying versus what I actually may end up doing or showing. This is my witness mind. It is watching over my monkey mind. So, friends, this is the layer that makes us unique as animals, as social animals. All animals have these layers, but wisdom mind, wisdom sheath is very unique thing that we have as human beings. This is something that is deep inside us. We don't realize that we have so much of wisdom inside. And what is this wisdom? We read a lot about consciousness, correct? And sometimes we wonder what this consciousness is all about. Consciousness or the wisdom is somebody you can say like a guard, like a viewer who is checking on your mind what mind is experiencing in the outside world. That is how we can understand that there is something inside us which is beyond our mind, that is keeping a check on our mind, that knows what is right, that knows what is wrong, which means the answers to all the problems of our lives are within us only. And we are always depending on the external world, isn't it? Always finding validation from others. We are always seeking help in the external world, while the sutra says that everything is already within you. There is an entire universe inside us. It is called Brahman. So subconscious mind, you can say something bigger than us, larger than life, which is inside us, and I don't know about it. I hardly see it. I hardly know, because all the time I'm just taking care of my physical body. I don't even know I have this layer, and I can make use of this layer. And if I make use of this layer, what will happen? I will become my next version. I will achieve so many things in life when it comes to fitness and wellness, happiness, emotions. I'll do complete mind mastery because this sheath is watching me. It's like a viewer watching me, witnessing what I'm doing. Can we make this layer strong? Can we? Yes, we can. And we'll know soon how. Another very nice line which I found, that this actually wisdom layer makes me different from my dog. And usually, if my wisdom sheath and my mental sheath are both in sync, I would be healthy and happy. So just imagine for a while, if your mind and somebody who's checking on your mind, that is your wisdom, are in sync and they are best friends, do you think anything bad can happen with us? We'll be like master of having full control over everything in our life. Whatever we want to do, we become unstoppable. Nothing can put us down. Even if we come down, next moment we'll be up. That is what we want to be. We want to become managers, because life will always be loaded with ups and downs. That will never change. Never, ever. Be it your workplace or your personal life. It will always be like that. But if we are down, I know how to come up the next moment. This makes me a great individual. This makes me a superhuman. And that's what I want to become because I deserve. Correct? Now, fifth layer, the last layer. I couldn't find any picture that can describe fifth layer. So this is the picture for you. Guess, what is it? Intellect we have done already. Intellect is the wisdom sheath. What is this fifth layer? I'll give you a hint. You can relate to the first part of the session where we discussed Niruddha mind, the fifth type, the monk mind. That is the gift of the universe to us. Now, Niruddha mind can achieve this, the fifth part, this fifth layer of our existence. What is it? Bliss. Bliss sheath. Part of me that can experience complete silence and bliss, which I have very rarely experienced. We all don't even think this is important because we don't know it exists. Happiness without any strings attached means I don't want a reason to be happy. I'm just happy. That doesn't mean I don't have problems in my life. I do. I have challenges, I have deadlines, I have problems, but I'm happy and there is no reason. How beautiful that state can be. Pure joy, bliss. It is not connected to any materialistic world or goals. While I have everything, but it is not related to it. I'm happy any which ways. This is where we all deserve to be, bliss. And these are called 5 layers of existence. And what are these called in Yoga Sutras? Koshas. The physical sheath is called Annamaya Kosha. An means food. Okay, so exercise and food both. Then the energy layer that we discussed, the second one, Pranamaya Kosha. Third, mental sheath, Manomaya Kosha. Fourth, wisdom, watching over your mind, which makes us unique, wisdom sheath. And the last one is called Anandamaya Kosha. This is where lies the ultimate reality of life. This is called Brahman. This is called soul, spirit, whatever you want to call it. What do you want to call it? In Yoga Sutras, this is called Purush also. Purush means spirit, the real me. This is real me. Don't you feel that you have the right to experience this bliss body that you already have inside you? I want to, and I'm living that reality every day. I wouldn't say that I've reached here. No, this is a journey of life. You can't reach here. You have to keep experiencing it. Let this become a part of our lifestyle. Let this be our everyday journey. Every day I should feel I'm better than yesterday. I'm better than yesterday. And I'm going towards my goal. Some unknown, blissful goal that makes me so happy. Why should I know this is the question. I know all these things are there, but why? What is it that I want to achieve? I want to be disease-free. I want to be anxiety-free. I want to sleep well every night. I want to have a perfect identity where I look good and I feel good from inside, which is more important. Looking is easy. We all can exercise, take care of ourselves. What about feeling good all the time? Isn't that real health? When I'm feeling good from inside, that's why I want to do this. And when I feel good from inside, which means my mind is in place, it's sorted, it's listening to me. That means there are very, very less chances of any sort of psychosomatic diseases happening because the science says that they come from here. So let me take care of this. So now my question to myself is, are there any steps? Is there any way I can do this? Also, I'm busy. I don't have 2, 3, 4 hours every day. But I do have 5 to 10 minutes every day. So can I do something 5 to 10 minutes every day to experience all these 5 layers together? Yes, we can do that. And my last part of the session talks about that. And before we go on the last part of the session on how to do that, what are the steps that we can take? I would like all of us to do a very small 5 minutes practice right now. Yes, a lot of talking has happened. Let's take a small 5 minutes break and experience something. Let me give you a very nice quick tool right now. Something that you can start your day with. So you take shower, get ready, have your breakfast. Once you're there at your work desk, be it in your home or office, anywhere. If you are starting with a meeting, then just before that. If you're just about to log into your laptop, just before that. Sit on your chair and do it. You don't need to be anywhere else. You don't have to be on your yoga mat. You can do it. It's modern world. So let's adapt these tools in a very modern way right now. Very practical way. Practical is very important, correct? So this, what we are going to practice now is called conditioning. That's how I love to begin my day. Conditioning. Conditioning means we condition ourselves and we get prepared for the day ahead. So let's do that together. I will give you a moment to sip water if you want to sip water. Remove your specs, remove your footwear, sit down in a comfortable place, whether on the floor, if you are sitting on the chair, that's fine. Take a moment to let me play some nice music. My laptop is new, looks like some settings need to be done. I'll just try once if I can play music. Oh, some problem. Okay, we'll do it without music then. Ashish, can you play some music for me? Possible? Any nice instrumental? I'll give you a moment if you can do it. It'll be a nice thing to have some music if we can. Friends, meantime, just check the temperature of the room. I just want you to feel relaxed during the practice. So just check the temperature of your room, have some water, take a comfortable seat. Now I want all of you to look at one point in front of you, whatever is in front of you, any object or the wall, and very gently and softly close your eyes. Keep your spine in line with your neck, chin parallel to the floor. Now focus in your eyes, brain, scalp, backside of your lower neck. Relax all these things together. With relaxation, feel the expansion of your eyes. Now focus between your shoulder blades and your head, between your chest and your throat. Relax all these muscles together. With relaxation, feel the expansion of your throat. Relax your jaw. Relax your facial muscles. Relax your eyes and your nose. Ashish, you may just stop the music. I think it's disturbing. It's okay, we'll do without the music. Relax your facial muscles. Once again, release your brain. Backside of your lower neck. Relax your shoulders, arms, forearms, elbows, palms, and your fingers. Keep your body still. No movement. One last time, release your brain, and this time let the energy flow from your brain to your back, your entire spine, relaxing all the muscles, the upper back muscles, middle back, lower back, till the glutes. Soften your stomach. Relax your groin, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and your feet. Now your whole body is trying to relax on its own. Allow it. Feel the weight of your body on the surface you are sitting on. Feel the weight of your palms and your feet on the surface you are on. Now I want all of you to focus on the tip of your nostril, Focus on your breathing. Deep, long, and smooth inhalation and exhalation. And as you exhale, try to relax and calm down more and more. If your mind wanders at this moment, let it wander. It's normal. Let the thoughts come and go. Just observe them like a third person. Become this passive observer. Don't try to stop your thoughts. Just observe your thoughts coming and going without judging them and without getting involved. Maintaining a gentle smile on your face as you watch your thoughts come and go. Come and go, just flowing like a river in front of you. Very gently bring your mind back to the tip of your nostril and observe your breathing. Now I want all of you to focus in your abdomen. As you breathe in, fill in your stomach. Stomach goes out like a balloon. And as you exhale, your stomach goes in, as if your navel is trying to touch the spine. Keep focusing on your abdomen and the movement of your abdomen. As you inhale, it goes out like a balloon. As you exhale, it goes in. Keep breathing for a few counts like this, maintaining your focus on your abdomen. Smooth, gentle, effortless breathing at your own pace and comfort. No jerky movements. Now I want you all to shift your focus to your chest. Fill in your chest. Let it expand as you inhale. As you exhale, let it contract. Focus on the movement of your chest now. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Expand. Exhale. Contract. Keep focusing on your chest area. Keep noticing the movement of your rib cage. Fill in your lungs completely as you inhale. As you exhale, take out all the breath completely. Now I want all of you to focus on your throat area. Just the throat. Inhale. Feel the air coming inside the throat. And as you exhale, feel the breath going out. Notice the temperature inside your nose and your throat now. You are inhaling cool breath. As you exhale, it's a bit warm. Feel the breath coming inside your nose and your throat. Keep your focus in this area. Now I want all of you to include all the three muscles. Inhale, stomach out, expand your chest, fill in your throat and your nose. Exhale, empty your throat, contract your chest, pull in your stomach in. This is called equal breathing. I want all of you to do 4 to 5 counts of equal breathing on your own. Keep shifting your focus from your stomach to chest to throat. Again, throat, chest, and stomach. Do it without the counts. Do it as per your pace and comfort. Few more counts. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. After every inhalation, you can choose to give a small pause of 1 second. So inhale, give a pause and exhale. Inhale again, pause and exhale. keeping your eyes closed, body straight, spine erect. As you inhale and exhale, notice how rested and relaxed you feel. Feel the feeling, how you are feeling right now. Now breathe normally, the way you usually do. Normal inhalation and exhalation, keeping your eyes closed. Fill your heart with gratitude for this beautiful day, for this beautiful life. Say thanks to yourself for all the self-love that you have towards yourself, the compassion and kindness you have towards yourself. Say thanks to self. And very gently and softly, whenever you are ready, take your time. Whenever you are ready, very gently open your eyes and be with yourself for a few more moments. Check your physical state, mental state, and emotional state right now. This is a state of mind where we cannot take any wrong decision of life. We have worked on our mental sheath, our energy sheath, and also our wisdom sheath quickly with the way of conditioning. This is progressive body scan. So I just told you a technique how to use 3 parts, 3 muscles while breathing. When you're doing it on your own, you can do it all together. So how you do? You start with conditioning, which is body scan. Relax each and every part of your body. Then try not to stop your thoughts that are coming in. Let them come and go. Just observe them coming and going without judging them. And start equal breathing, where you use all the 3 parts of your muscle. Do it for 5 counts, 8 counts, that's it. And whenever you feel ready and relaxed, open your eyes. It won't take more than 5 minutes. It's up to you. If you're feeling great, sit for longer. This is how you can begin your day, and this is called conditioning. So just a quick tool how you can begin your day. Friends, now quickly in the next 10 to 15 minutes, I would invite you to join our action series that we are going to begin from this coming Sunday, which is 23rd. If I have your permission to share what I have to share with you now, which has been specially designed, curated by Mindful Living and me together to bring in all the wisdoms of Yoga Sutras in our day-to-day practice. And we have titled this interesting 21 days program as Ananda, because we're talking about bliss. So we are going to work on all the 5 layers that we just discussed, the koshas, the 5 layers, and working also to change our mental state to become more ekagra. If I have your permission, please type P for me in the chat box. Thank you, Gitika. Thank you, Meenakshi. So happy that you all like the practice. Thank you, everyone, for giving me the permission. So let me share my screen with you once again. Okay. So welcome to Action Series of Ananda, which is to bring Yoga Sutras in our day-to-day life. And as I promised, just 10 minutes per day. This is the commitment I want from each one of you to take your lives to next level from here. Why? Because Atha Yoga Anushasanam. This is the auspicious moment we should begin for Chit Vritti Nirodha, solutions from all the pain and problems of our life. Before we start to what we have created for you, let me show you a few testimonials of last year, because we also did an action series last year And we had so many testimonials, friends. I can't bring all of them here, but just a glimpse. So I'll give you a moment to just quickly read what is there on the screen, just to build some credibility that these actions work right from day one. Because knowing is we all have in lives. We all are highly learned intellect beings present here today. We all know a lot. The question mark comes, how to apply those things in our lives? Haven't you experienced this, that you read so many books, you watch so many videos, and you feel great in that moment that, wow, I know so much. But how to apply that? We just read and forget. How? What are the things that we can do? Just look at the screen. It's all about actions. Action, action, action. That's it. That will bring the transformation that we are looking at. Look at this. Just read quickly. I'll give you a moment. I'm not reading it out loud for you. I'll allow you to read quickly. Small font. Yes, I understand. It's a small font. There are a lot of screenshots that I have placed on the screen. We also did some Surya Namaskars as part of our 21 days. Just one day was dedicated to this. Why? Because we all do a lot of these things on day-to-day basis, but sometimes we don't know the right technique. We take physical activity as just the physical activity. This is just an example, friends. If you do even your yoga practice or whatever exercise you do with the right intention, you just do not heal your body, but you heal your mind. After my Surya Namaskar practice, when I do it with proper opening of chakras and mantras and everything, for me, it's just not mere physical part of the exercise. It works here. And after my session is over, I feel so good, I can't express in words. So we have to know certain techniques that whatever you do as part of your exercise, how should you now change it? What Yoga Sutras has told us to do. So there are a lot of concepts here which we are going to discuss. And as you can see on the screen, so many things, so many changes that people have had. So many people who were not sleeping well started sleeping well right from day one. People who were feeling anxious, they were feeling more calm and peaceful. So many people with the right techniques of even doing exercises start to have fat loss, inch loss. So right from, as I say, from the physical part of the body to energy field, to the mental field, wisdom sheet, and feeling bliss in the end. So what we do on the mat are the asanas, pranayamas, meditation, and kriyas. What we do off the mat is actually 90% of the real yoga, and it is all experiential science. This is what Yoga Sutras present to us. And it presents in the form of eightfold path of Ashtanga Yoga. Ashtanga Yoga is also used as part of the asana that we do today, Ashtanga Vinyasa. But what actually is Ashtanga Yoga as part of classical form of yoga philosophy? It is eightfold path. So our Ananda workshop of 21 days is based on 21 beautiful themes based on eightfold path. This is how your Ananda model looks like. So we will start with 5 yamas. That is the first part of eightfold path, which is made of 5 don'ts. So Yoga Sutra says this is how you start in chronological order. When we are now starting to work on all these layers of our life, there has to be a systematic approach. So it has placed everything very chronologically as per the priority. So the first one is, first you should consider 5 don'ts of life. Once you are set, you understand that these are the don'ts and you start practicing them. How? There are tools, small tools that we are going to incorporate in these 21 days. Once you have practiced and mastered these 5 don'ts, we'll come on 5 do's. How? Again, by investing just 5-10 minutes every day. Now, once I've mastered the 5 do's called niyamas, I will come on to asana. Asana again, how? Of course, we are not going to do asana on all 21 days. This is to enhance your practice. You all are doing certain sort of exercise. If not, please start now. It is important. So what are the things you can do when you're exercising? And we will do this one strong, powerful session together of asana also, in which we'll discuss all these techniques so that you just do not heal your physical body, just not look at it as a fat loss exercise. You also look at something which works here inside the mind, emotions and thoughts, and it heals us from inside out. Asana. Once we do this, we'll come to pranayama. And pranayama, not just Kapalbhati and Alom Vilom, because I'm assuming most of us know that. Being Indians, we know these things. But are there some quick, small techniques that you can incorporate in your existing practice that will make it 10x stronger? What if you have just 5 minutes every day to pranayama? Can you make those 5 minutes so strong? So instead of doing for half an hour, can you have the same power or more power just in those 5 minutes? And do we have some contemporary way of breath work that we can incorporate? So we are going to have a fusion here, friends. We are going to take a lot of things from sutras, but also mix it up with some contemporary approaches. I'm a breathwork practitioner, and recently I've conducted a very successful workshop on breathwork. So I'm going to get some tools from there also and make you practice in these 21 days. Pratyahara, another concept in which we disconnect from the external world and go within. And when we go within, friends, you will start experiencing this automatic joy and bliss. Dharana, Dhyan, Samadhi. So these are the various steps. So as you can see on the base, I've written Ship, Mudha, and Vikshipta. These are the 3 types of mindsets we discussed at the beginning of the session. As we go up the pyramid from red to yellow, we are becoming Ekagra. And trust me, you would love to experience what Ekagra is all about. It's beautiful. And then in the end is Samadhi, Niruddha. And this is something nobody can guarantee. All I can guarantee you is you will have a glimpse of Samadhi and Niruddha. And each one of us is a unique person. So all of us will have very unique experiences here. I can just guarantee that something will come. Something so beautiful and surprising element of your life will appear when we reach towards the 21 days, because this has happened last year. And people were not able to express. Some of them actually called me and shared with me that, it's difficult to express how we are feeling. We're just smiling, and there is some anger relieved, some trauma gone, some pain just vanished from our lives, which we have been holding on throughout our lives. Because we have a certain pattern of living right from our childhood to adult. And we have so much in storage. So when it gets released, you just feel light. You just feel your baggage is gone. That's how people expressed when they reached Niruddha. And I have got so many sharings what people had. So each one of us will have different sharing at Samadhi and Niruddha, which is the ultimate goal. Glimpse of the themes. So week 1, we are going to discuss yamas and niyamas. We are going to practice, not discuss, now practice. So action is what I'm talking about. Action only. Week 2, again, taking forward niyamas, because there are 5 niyamas. So 5 yamas in the first week, 5 niyamas in the first week, and then carrying forward to the second one. Asana, pranayama. Week 3 would be pratyahar, dharana, and samadhi. For those of you who want to know a little bit more what it is going to be, I'm not going to tell you the tools because that is part of the 21 days. Time is less. We cannot discuss the tools right now. We are going to experience this as part of the workshop. But just to give you a detailed glimpse, Yama, we discussed 5 don'ts. What are the things we are going to do as part of the practice? We are going to practice non-violence. How? There is a tool available. So non-violence towards self and others. Non-violence, not just in terms of hurting anybody physically, not hurting ourselves with our thoughts. Imagine if we stop hurting ourselves in our thoughts, what will happen? Right now, I want all of you to spend few seconds of self-introspection. Just sit in silence when I don't talk. And I want you all to pay attention to your inner voice. Are you talking to yourself right now? Is there any inner chitter chatter going on? Just listen to what you're talking. Okay. So now tell me, aren't we talking to ourselves whole day? Whole day we are talking to ourselves. We are our best self-critic, our best friend, our enemy, everything. We don't need anybody else. We are just all the time talking, either criticizing, either making a decision, either judging. And some of us would agree that most of this talking is negative. It's something against our wish, something we don't want, but we are thinking. So if we change our thinking pattern, the way we think whole day, what will happen? Don't you think the entire gamut of our health and lifestyle and whatever we want to achieve in life, the entire nature of that will change just by changing our thoughts? Because we are what we think. And this, what is told in Yoga Sutras, is actually called neuroplasticity in modern science. So I'll keep telling you all these terms also as we go ahead in this journey, because we all understand, we all love science, don't we? I love science. I love what is happening in the modern world around me. Harvard says this is neuroplasticity. We have the capability to change the structure of our brain. Do you know that? Malleability. Our brain is malleable. Just like a dough, we can change our brain from inside. Neuroplasticity. This is what we are going to do in Yoga Sutra practice. So Yama. Second one, Satya. We are going to do a practice on truthfulness. Asteya. Not stealing anything. Don't take the credit of anything that you don't have. What else? What else can we steal? Time, peace of mind of others, isn't it? But yoga also says start with yourself first. Don't we steal our own peace of mind? And how can we change this game in which we are all the time actually our best friend, our own lifestyle coach, our own motivational speaker? Because the speaker is already inside us, talking to us whole day. We just noticed you have your inner talk going on. Now, can you make that inner talk your own motivational speaker, your cheerleader? Then you don't need to depend on the outside world, isn't it? You have it within you. Then can you be unstoppable in life or not? Yes, if your inner leader is saying, come on, go ahead, do it, you'll do it. You'll do it. That's what we want. So asteya, brahmacharya, aparigraha, declutter is what we keep hearing all the time. So I'm not going to just give you an activity to clean your homes if you're thinking, oh, वो तो करना ही पड़ेगा थोड़ा सा cleaning. But we are going to discuss how to clean our inside mind. How to clean here. How can we declutter here? There are beautiful tools available by which we can declutter our mind. Then we'll come on week 1, towards the end of week 1 and the beginning of week 2, on 5 do's. Now, after we have done 5 don'ts, Sutra says now you're eligible to do do's. What are the do's? First is shocha. So what are the things we can do to clean? Clean what? Right from our physical system to our energy to all these layers, till deep inside. Is there a way we can clean? We are doing brooming and dusting of our houses every day, aren't you? We are taking shower every day to clean our body. Are we cleaning inside? No. Can't we just spend 5 minutes to clean inside, to do dusting and cleaning and removing all the garbage from inside our body, inside our mind? We should. That is shocha. And that is said to be godliness. It's as pure as godliness. Santosha. Now, what are the practices we can do to actually bring in contentment in our lives? Are there some fun tools available? What is tapa? This is the third do which we are going to practice. So when we practice, I'll keep explaining everything in detail. Right now, I'm not going in depth. I'm just showing you a glimpse. So I'll keep explaining you with small nuggets that what is this topic about. And this is the tool we are going to do today. So every day you will have one tool. Every day will be one tool. So we are talking about 21 tools here. So Adhyay, which is self-study. 5th is surrender. How do we surrender then in the end? We all hear about this. Let go, surrender. Talking se kuch nahi hota na. We are just talking. Oh, I want to let go. How is my question? How do I let go? I want to, but how? So this is what we are going to practice when we come on this theme. After we have done the first and 2, we'll come on asana part, as I told you, because physical fitness is important. Why Yoga Sutras pays importance to asana is just because your body should be disease-free. You should not have any back pain. Your spine should be strong till old age. Why? Because Yoga Sutra says the ultimate goal is to have samadhi. To have samadhi, you have to sit for longer hours. If you have to sit for longer hours, you should have a great physical strength. That's why yogis in ancient India used to do asana, because they would spend hours and days and months in sadhana. But Yoga Sutra has given only 2 to 3 sutras that talk about asana. Rest of the things talk about something beyond asana. So understand, friends, how beautiful revelation this is, that if only 2 sutras out of 195 are talking about asana, asana is just this small, though important. And our entire life is spent only in this physical workout. And what about the other things? Because we don't know they exist. We don't know how to apply that knowledge. That's why we don't do. I am enjoying this transformative journey of life, and I am slowly trying to incorporate all these aspects, because I want to achieve something unknown, something waiting for me to be experienced. And in this journey, I want all of you to join me. I want this to be a community in which we all together as a group go ahead and heal together and share this knowledge with each other and feel this bliss. Fourth, pranayama, life energy force. I've told you we are going to do a little bit of pranayama with different techniques. Something will come for you here surely which you don't know. If you are a person who has never done pranayama, it's absolutely fine. You can spend 5 minutes every day from now. Not half an hour, not 1 hour, 5 minutes. Right? That's it. That's enough. Pratyahara, again, we'll discuss tools, how to now go within. Dharana, dhyan, samadhi. So some meditation, some mindfulness, and something more than that. So if you're ready for all these 5 layers, to work on all the 5 layers, from fitness to your energy sheath, to your peace, which is mind, enlightenment, which is wisdom, and ultimately getting the gift from universe of bliss, then I invite you to enroll right now for 21 days action series. This is the calendar. So the encircled ones are the dates where the action series are going to be live. We are going to start from this Sunday, which is 23rd. We are going to conclude on 12th of August. We are going to have 2 live sessions, just like how we are meeting right now, on 5th and 12th of August, Saturday morning, so that you can make up this time out of your busy schedule. It's a weekend. These 2 live sessions are going to be for 60 minutes each. Rest of the days, you're going to just get a PDF or a video or an audio with some little instruction, description of the tool, what you have to do in the WhatsApp group that we are going to create for this particular workshop. So every morning between 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., you will hear from me in the WhatsApp group that today's theme is this. This is the sutra we are practicing. This is the tool you have. Please practice today as per your convenient time. All you have to do is take out that 5 minutes, 10 minutes that day. So something would take 2 minutes, something might take 10 minutes. So it will depend on day-to-day activity. You have to just find out that, okay, today post lunch, Shruti has given this tool. Today I'm going to do this after lunch. Okay, I couldn't do after lunch. I'm going to do this in the evening, but I'm going to make sure today's theme is this and I'll remember to do it. That's it. And we are going to meet live for a longer session. Why? Because that is the day we are going to experience something so powerful, something which would need a personal attention and something which would need more time. So 2 live sessions, okay? And rest of the things, as I said, you will get in the group. We will keep the group closed so that you are not disturbed by a lot of noise. We are going to open the group for this amazing noise only in the evening. Amazing noise, which is sharing. So in the evening, I'm going to open the group where we'll just say that, okay, we have done this. This is how we felt. This is how it was for us. The day you think you could not do any activity, please, that's okay. You can always do it next day. So while we have to follow tap means discipline in sutras, we'll also be a little flexible. So even if you by chance happen to miss the live session that we have on 5th and 12th, you will get the recording, and I'm personally available for everybody. So you can just fix time with me, give me a call, say, Shruti, this is the query, this is where I'm stuck, I'm there. So I'm going to do hand holding with you, making sure that each one of you will go from here to here in this journey. After 21 days, it's my commitment to you that you will have a change. You will feel a transformative change. And my reward is that you are telling me that, Shruti, it's a change that has happened in my life in just 21 days. That is my reward from you. And I'm committed that you get this reward. I get this reward and you get this change in your lives. So friends, this is the calendar. If you look at the value exchange, the action series, which we have done, I've done with other communities and my own separate community. I do a lot of workshops, friends, on sleep and breath work. So I also incorporate a little bit of Yoga Sutras there. And they have always come at a price of 14,999, live sessions at 9,999. But this is Mindful Living Community, a community I am wholeheartedly a part of, and as a participant and as a speaker both. And because this is Yoga Sutras, purely Yoga Sutras, and we want this as a movement. We just don't want this as, you know, another workshop where people are doing registrations just to do certain thing. We want this more as a movement, and we at Mindful Living want to build a community of people who believe in the power of Yoga Sutras. And this has to be a continuous journey from here. So because of that, we have kept a very small value exchange, which is only 2,999 for 21 days, including the 2 live sessions. So you can Paytm, GPay, Phone Pay on 9910999168. Ashish can also share this InstaMojo link with you in the chat box. There has to be a little value exchange, energy exchange, friends, for anything to work. This is how energy is exchanged in the universe. That's why we call it an energy exchange. And I hope this is a very practical value exchange for everybody, and more of you can join. There are so many people in the room. Would love everybody to take an action right now. There is one more announcement here. I'm going to share that maybe later in the group. I think that slide is missing here. So there is also a gift to everybody, for everyone. I'll just stop my screen share here, assuming you have noted down the number. You can take the screenshot or the picture of the slide if you want. And I'm going to stop the screen. We have a gift for all the action takers. We are going to give you Mindful Living t-shirt. Okay. Ashish, if you have that PDF with you, can you just share? I just don't know how that got. That's missing. I would love to share that slide with everybody. Let me check if I have it with me. Just a second. Ashish, if you have that with you, I'll just give you a moment. If you can just share your screen. So friends, we have these stunning 4 colors of t-shirts, which will come to you as gift if you enroll today. It is of value 1,000 rupees. And it has, these t-shirts are not just t-shirts, they're empowered by the logo of Mindful Living, our favorite community. So once you enroll, you will receive a Google form from us where you have to fill in your details, your name, number, address, and the preference of your color. And it'll come directly to your doorstep. So that's a gift for all the action takers. And on that note, I come to the closing of today's session. If you have any query related to 21 days, anything you would love to share out of today's session, please feel free to type in the chat box or unmute yourselves to speak. Yes, I have Gitika who wants to share something. Yes, Gitika.
Shruti, thank you so much for this wonderful session. It was definitely relieving and very calming. Really appreciate the 21 days action workshop as well. My question was that, what happens? We all do things, and then the consistency is something which becomes an issue. So after 21 days, what happens? Like,
so I can talk from my personal experience, Gitika. So this is something which I started researching, studying around 2.5 years ago. And I started getting so many tools from Yoga Sutras. And because I was also doing a lot of courses from Harvard Medical School and other, global schools worldwide, I started to connect all these dots. And I understood that Yoga Sutras is so raw, original, and powerful that everything is so simple. See, if we run after complications, sometimes it is difficult to adapt that into day-to-day life. I understand, I do it for a certain days, as you're saying, and then somehow I just forget. The beauty about Yoga Sutras is it stays with you. It has stayed with me. I have done 50 things. I might not remember all 50, but there are at least 8 to 10 things that have become a part of my day-to-day lifestyle. And even if I want, I cannot separate from that. That's the power I have experienced, because it's like, merging into it. So now those concepts have become a part of my being. So even after 21 days, some things will stay with you, is all I can tell you from my experience. And those things will stay forever, not just for a few more days. It will stay with you. You will know this is the approach. This is your thinking pattern will change in those 21 days, and it'll just keep evolving from there. So maybe something will come to you after 1 month, some new revelation will come after 2 months, and then you realize, okay, I finished the course so many months back, but even after 2 months, suddenly something is happening to me. So this change will keep happening, is all I can tell you, as I said, from my experience. So yes, 21 days will give you a lot of tools that you can keep practicing.
So like you said that there will be 21 tools. So one needs to practice all 21 tools in day-to-day life, or we can pick and choose as per the situation.
You will pick and choose. Now, for example, let me give you an example. If I give you one tool today, how to breathe properly like an infant, okay, I'll tell you that how we breathe today is not the proper way of breathing. So if you would notice that right now, probably you're having very shallow breath. This is how we breathe.
Yeah.
And breath decides how we are feeling.
True.
Even in difficult situations, it's just the breath. You change the breath and you will change your decision. Suddenly you will have your wisdom in place and you'll know what exactly to do. So by changing the breath changes everything. So if I tell you that this is how you should breathe and practice with me now. Now, okay, you understood it on day one, but you are practicing it every day, because breathing ke liye alag se time nahi chahiye. This is what you should do. Now, if your breathing is changed in 21 days, it's not that after 21 days it will go back. Now, this is your new style of breathing. Along with that, you're doing other tools. So everything is merging into each other. And you don't have to take out separate time for certain things. Like for breathing, you don't have to take out separate time. You just should know this is how I should breathe. We had a little glimpse today, like using the 3 muscles.
Yeah.
Now, if I tell you, just do this every day for 2 minutes, not every, because a whole day you can't breathe like that. But I say, okay, your homework today is 2 times you will breathe like this while eating, while doing some activity. And you have to just do that, okay, this is the theme, I have to breathe. Now you're breathing like this every day. After 21 days, you have taught a new breathing pattern to yourself. This is just one example of breath work. Similarly, there are other tools. Once you know, it's not in a homework. It's just a process, and you start doing it on your own. You have to remind yourself that, okay, I have to do. And yes, to coming to your question, you don't have to do all the 21 things together. You're just learning in the process, and these things will become a part of your lifestyle. Some of the exercises you might do later on, some things will carry forward with you. So it's a unique experience, and this is experience.
Right.
So just live it, just do it and see how it works for you. For each one of us, it will work differently. Sure. But it's a discovery, something which I have discovered, and I told Ashish, other people need to discover this too. And I want to share this with everybody, because I'm still in the process of learning every day. Yoga Sutras is so huge. You can spend your entire lifetime learning it, and it's not enough. But yes, what I love to do is bring out tools from that. So it's written in shlok. Now, what are the tools? What is it that I can do now? Because I want to apply now this knowledge in my life. I don't want to just read one book and forget it. I want to live this. And as I'm living it, I am becoming a better person. And that's what I'm going to share with you. So whatever I've learned till now, I've packaged it into 21 days for everybody.
Great. Thank you so much.
I hope I answered you.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks. Looking forward to welcoming you.
Sure.
Yes. Anybody else? Yes, Captain. Please unmute yourself.
Yeah. Thanks a ton once again, Shruti.
Thank you so much for participating.
Session.
Thank you.
Yeah, I have joined finally.
Oh, congratulations. Pleased to have you in the group. So happy to have you with us. Thank you for joining.
My pleasure, actually.
Great.
And yes, the very session itself was so, so informative, educative also. So inspirational too, by the way.
Yes.
So I joined it. So I'm sure.
Looking forward to starting this journey with you.
Yes.
Welcome on board.
Maybe in
We'll
between
add you in
couple of
the,
days. Sorry.
yes.
Oh, yeah, you were saying
Sorry.
something.
No, I was saying we welcome you in the group in a day or two, and then we'll
Yeah.
start from Sunday.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And a couple of days, maybe I will be busy with other things. But your recordings will be there. So I'll,
Yes, yes. So every day you'll get to hear in the group whenever you,
Yeah.
it'll come in the morning. So whenever you have time, you have to just play it and see what we are supposed to do. That's it. Just keep a track. And even if you miss one of the days, just do it next day.
yeah, I will
Just
do
make sure if you can take out time for the live sessions that we are going to have on 2 Saturdays, do
Yeah.
try to participate then.
that. I will. That I will.
Yes, yes.
And otherwise, also, I'm quite beautiful. So
Thank
I will
you.
manage to,
Thank
follow
you.
every step that is.
Thank you so much.
Sure.
Welcome on board.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes.
Shruti Neeta also has joined. Welcome, Neeta, to the program.
Oh, great. Great. Welcome. Welcome, Neeta.
Thank you so much, Shruti.
Lovely.
Thank you, Ashish.
Thank you. Thank you, Neeta.
Thank you. Welcome on board. Ashish had shared a screen in between of the t-shirts. I hope when I was talking, you could see a glimpse. So those are the
Yeah.
t-shirts. Yes. So
Yeah, we could see that.
yes, Ashish, can you just scroll a little? The screen is not visible. So friends, these are the 4 colors. Those of you who have enrolled will get to hear from the team, and you'll
Yeah.
get a screen, the form which you can fill in. So a gift from our side to you.
It's
And they're
lovely.
beautiful, very high quality t-shirts. I've ordered mine. I hope I'm going to receive soon. Thanks for
That-
sharing that, Ashish.
Thank you. Thank you, Shruti. Geetika ji was wanting to know when are we starting?
23rd, which is coming Sunday. So we'll create the group, we'll welcome you in the group, and then you'll get all the information over there. So live sessions are only later part. So right now you have to just be in the group and just see what's coming your way every day. That's all you have to do.
Geetika also joined. Okay.
Great.
Hey,
Nice.
welcome.
Excited. Great friends. Thank you for joining.
Thanks again, Shruti ji and Ashish ji.
Looking forward.
Thank you.
Yeah, and looking
Thank you,
forward to meet
everyone.
I
Ashish
look forward to
ji
meeting you in
Bangalore.
person, Group Captain Srikanth,
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Saturday.
We'll meet on 22nd in Bangalore.
Yeah.
Looking
Great.
forward. Thank you.
All right, friends. That's come to the closing
right.
of the session. Good night. Thanks for participating. Welcome on board. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.